Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to take you with me to the Festival of Flower and Garden in Epcot, and we are actually in the last few days of it this year 2023. So I want to show you a few of the snacks and foods that they have, also some cool drinks. And this is the perfect time to go to Epcot. Afternoon at after 6 p.m. is not as hot, not as humid, and you can enjoy the park a little bit more because if you know, Florida right now is like a 90-degree weather to 95 every day. But this day was perfect. Our first stop was for sugar-free lemonade for my boyfriend, and you can find it at this stand over here by Creations. You will see dogs following you around the park, actually, because they think you have food and they think you're gonna feed them. You can also find around the park rest stops like this to cool off and just to rest. This one is actually behind Creations, so you can just take a break there. And here I didn't get anything from this stand because I didn't see anything calling my name. I was going to get the Fanta Banana in this one over here, but I got sidetracked because I saw the cinnamon roll bites and the avocado toast. And of course, I had to get both of them because you know how I am. I'm the foodie of the family. So here you can see them and you can see some of the prices. They are really, really good. One of my favorite things about the festival. Indeed. And here we are about to actually start around the world. And people tell me to never start on the right, always start on the left, but I never follow rules. So I started on the right and I went to redeem my free Dole Whip. Once you get some stamps, I think it's 4 or 5 stamps, you can go redeem the Dole Whip at this stand over here. So it's actually 5. And once they give it to you, it's going to look like this. This is a lemon Dole Whip. And it was delicious. A little bit too tart for my taste, but really good. And this one right here, my favorite thing is the chicken flatbread. And they have chicken waffles, and they also have a cheesecake that is like a mascarpone cheesecake, if I'm not mistaken. Really good. But my favorite thing is the chicken flatbread. So that's what I got, and it's to die for. It's a really good portion for a really good price. And then after the flatbread, I stopped up to get this beautiful. It's like like a lava cake, but it's actually a chocolate maple whiskey cake. You can taste the whiskey, and this was definitely one of my favorites. I highly, highly recommend. I hope they keep this for next year. Highly recommend you try them. Did you know you could get maple popcorn in Canada by Les Allier, where they're now you know because I didn't know. It's delicious. It's to die for. So you have to stop by and get it at some point. That's not part of the festival. That is actually all year long. So that's the coolest tip. Actually, my boyfriend told me about it, and I was like, maple popcorn. And once I tried it, I was like in love with it. In love. So, and here we are actually about to start crossing the bridge between UK Pavilion to the France Pavilion. And the France Pavilion is one of my favorite ones to take pictures, to take videos. You truly feel like you are in France, like you just flew to Paris, and it's beautiful. The food was also amazing. My favorite was the vignette because it was cream filled with vanilla. It was delicious. And there you go, Beauty and the Beast. Look how beautiful this is. Tell me if you don't want to take a picture there. La Isla Fresca is one of my favorite. You can find a vegan tres leches. It's a really moist, actually like a vanilla cake, but made out of almond milk, and you can taste also the coconut. It was delicious. It was like a toasted coconut on the top, really good. And this is Morocco. People come here a lot for pictures because of the buildings are just beautiful. The same I feel is for Japan. You can go to this Japan pavilion and feel like you just flew there. It's so awesome. And one of my favorite pictures is right here. You can see the Epcot ball in the back, and you can take a picture here. Here you can get plum wine, and I absolutely love it. In Magnolia Terrace, I got my favorite treat of all. It's the banana bread pudding. You can get this at the American Pavilion. This is where basically the shows happen, and the stage is there, and Tiana looks just beautiful. I couldn't get over this one. It's so perfect. That's the stage over there. And nobody was playing at the time. But the American Pavilion is so much fun. You can get food, you can get drinks, and this banana bread pudding was to die for. So highly recommend the banana bread pudding. Was my favorite thing of the entire festival. And we are now walking into Italy. So Italy, it's beautiful to take pictures. People do not walk in the back, or I have found that they don't actually explore the back of Italy. And you can actually find a miniature of the Fontana di Trevi from Rome in here. So you can actually take pictures here, which is pretty cool. And there is also a pizzeria. It's like a quick service. It was not open today, but I've been there and it's awesome. Here you can try some wine, and I was trying to find like a perfect, like a red sweet wine. They actually recommended the peach moscato, and that's what I got. And didn't love it, but it was pretty good. And my boyfriend and I actually liked it, but I prefer red wine. And I have a funny story about these plates. When I went to Rome a few years ago, when they first gave me my first plate of pasta, that in the middle is all you get from pasta. And I'm like, where is the rest of the portion? Are you hiding it from me? Because their plates are like this, so I didn't understand. Fun fact. This is the sunset. Sunsets in Florida are just beautiful. I cannot stop looking at them. The colors, I love them. And here we are in Germany. In Germany, you can find beer. German beer is my favorite, actually. And all the way in the back, you can find a restaurant called Beer Garden. You have to book a reservation to get in there. It's an all you can eat restaurant. Really good. You can find desserts here in this stand over here. It's basically like caramel treats. And look at the sunset. I mean, I cannot just get over it. It's just beautiful. Look at the colors. I'm in love with them. And now we're about to see China. China also, the architecture is just beautiful. It's and they sell actually like the regular things that you would see in China. They have a few kiosks around, so highly recommended. We are walking now into Norway. Norway is where you will find Anna and Elsa. I love Anna and Elsa. Frozen is one of my favorite movies ever. And fun fact, you can also find in this building that you're seeing now desserts like cupcakes that are just delicious and gigantic cupcakes. In Mexico, you can find inside of this pyramid a fun ride called the Grand Fiesta Tour. It's a really fun ride. You have to try it one time. And right next to it, you will find margaritas, and they are like frozen margaritas. The swirl one is my favorite. You need to give it a try. It's called Chosa de Margaritas. Super good. I highly recommend it. I also recommend you download the app. That way you have a map like this at all times with you so you don't get lost. Epcot is pretty big. It's a pretty big park, so you can get lost so easily. And if you're from here, then you're safe. You know what you're doing. You know where everything is. But this is mainly for people that don't go to the parks as often. And now at Florida Fresh, I was not gonna get anything here, but then I saw that blackened fish slider. It was calling my name. I was like, I need to get this, so I got it. I also wanted to get the shortcake, the strawberry shortcake, and I didn't get it because this one was pretty big. The portion was pretty big. Like, look at that chunk of fish. It's super good. And after this, I actually got another free Dole Whip because by the time I went around the world, I got more stamps. And here we are leaving. Thank you so much for watching, and subscribe and like for more content like this.